Going here across a broad spectrum is trying to, and we are going to talk about the creator economy and the potential of that, and also questions around it. And right now, what I'm hoping to learn more about are some of the influences, and influences can take many forms, right? One would be books, and I want to ask. This is from a profile in the New Yorker from 2010, and I remember this because I noticed it before I read it in the New Yorker at the time, which was, for a period of time, I think the only book that was on your profile on Facebook was Ender's Game. And I was wondering if you could. It is a great book. It was one of my favorites, and I was hoping you could explain why Ender's Game, and then if there are any other books that you have in particular that come to mind, reread or say gifted to other people, what those might be. But if we could start with Ender's Game, since it is also a personal favorite of mine, I'd love to know why Ender's Game.
I actually don't think it has any unique significance. So I'm surprised to hear that it was the only thing on my profile, but I do love it. It's a great book. I mean, I think that kind of science fiction, not just exploring certain technologies, but it's also a very compelling story and has good kind of moral lessons. There are parts of the technology and things in it, like the Ansible for faster than light communication across the galaxy, that we had a project at our company that we named, that we had codenamed that. Because we're all focused on communication. So yeah, I can't really speak to. I'm not actually sure why it was the only thing on my profile.
Just the only book. Yeah,
I don't know.
Not the only thing.
I don't think it has some kind of unique significance in my life, but I love science fiction. I mean, I have spent a lot of time reading that. I think it's often a good way to kind of understand what's possible. In recent years, for the last decade, as I've gotten more into virtual and augmented reality and actually starting to build some of these things more, I've certainly spent a lot of time reading the science fiction and going back and revisiting a bunch of the books around that. And it's really fascinating to me to see kind of what people predict and what the sociological phenomena that people predict around this stuff as well.